Hello, hello to our audience. I'm Ronald Prem, and welcome to another episode of PPO Stories by the HR and OB Club, TROB of IMT Ghaziabad. Today with me, I have a very special guest, Mrs. Paulomi Banerjee. She is an alumnus of our college who passed from the 2017 batch. After doing her PGDM, she joined Abbott as their brand manager, and in Abbott itself, she had did her summer internship and management training. Currently, Paulomi is serving as a product manager at Novo Nordisk, and she speaks five languages: Bengali, English, Hindi, Kannada, and Tamil. So, welcome, Paulomi, to the PPU stories.
Yeah. Hi everyone, and thank you, Renal.
Yeah, thank you so much for agreeing to this interview. I'm sure a lot of our students will find your experiences very, very useful for our upcoming SIPs that are slated to begin after our exams in the next month. So, to begin, Paulomi, could you please give us a brief description of what you did in your internship?
Yeah. So my internship, obviously, it was a 2 month. It was a standard internship. So in that, I was given a project where I had to do KOL segmentation and try to understand how to engage or what is the need for each of those segments. So the basic framework was already created, and I was actually taking forward a project in which the company had already invested some money. So it was a live project. It was not it was something that had business implications for the company. So overall, that project, it had a good mix of interacting with the doctors, interacting with our field team, right? And then coming out with a final outcome, which was basically for each of the four segments, what are the different needs and requirements and desires and wants. So it was a very good mixture between what I was actually studying currently in the course and how it gets implemented in the corporate world. So to say Abbott gives out such projects, like projects which are which directly have a business implication for them.
Okay. So, since you said that the company had already invested, project was running, and you joined it. What were your preparations before the internship? Like, what did first thing, did Abbott ask you to come prepared with XYZ skills or XYZ things, or if if not, did you think, कि, अच्छा, this is something, even if they have not said, let me go with this?
So, okay, it was a really long time back, so I can't recollect. But I don't think there was any very major preparation, because if there was, I definitely would have remembered it. But yeah, so I think the project topic, like earlier, I remember that the feedback that I got from my senior batch was that the project is decided after we join, etc. Right? However, with Abbott, it was a long-standing relationship with our college, right? So I think they had improvised on it, and they had already given a brief on the topic that we would be handling. So that definitely helped us in just mentally preparing. We didn't prepare too much, because honestly you don't get the time to do it, because you have your you have the courses, you have the exams, and then you almost immediately join the internship. So I think your course itself is preparing you for the internship, which is the whole objective, right? Nothing special, but yeah, I did end up talking to a lot of seniors to understand what is the expectation and how I could do better, right? Because we knew at that point itself that Abbott gives a PPI, because it's a long-standing relation, as I told you. So definitely, those soft skill, requirements. Those were something that we were constantly trying to understand with the help of our seniors.
Okay. So, Could you please also briefly describe to us your major learnings from the internship and the experience overall of the internship?
Yeah. So for me, talking out of like purely personal experience, before I joined IMT, I had changed a lot of jobs. I was really trying to find where I fit in the corporate world. What it is that I want to do. So like in 3 years experience that I had before joining IMT, I had changed like 3 companies. Right. So when I went into Abbott, that is where I really fell in love with the industry and the kind of work that gets done in the industry, and the overall journey of a person working in that industry. So I think that was one of the major things, and I think that is one of the major points of doing an internship, because you feel that okay, this is probably the industry, or this is probably the role that suits me the best, and then you go ahead, bag that internship, you do it, and then you decide that is this something where I can really build my career, or you know is there something else that I need to look for. So from that point of view, this was a really great learning experience to understand what I really want, and how my skill sets and my learnings and everything fits into the industry and the role. So yeah, I mean, I know it's not exactly what you asked. You're probably
Yeah.
expecting something
Mhm.
more, but those are all general.
That.
Like, you will learn how the corporate works. You will learn, how to manage a boss. Where you are like more. I mean, earlier in my roles where I was a software developer, it was okay. It was fine. My boss would give me the project. I would understand it. I would code. So yeah, so like I was saying, but in this role it is very dynamic because it was a marketing role, right? So I had to coordinate between multiple stakeholders. I was new, I had no authority because I'm an intern there, right? So those kind of things, it'll always be there in your job as well, where you don't have an authority, but you still have to get certain work done, or you have to ensure someone else, your work is dependent on someone else. Especially, I think after doing an MBA, whichever role you go into, most of the roles are dependent on a lot of coordination and stakeholder management. So that is one thing that you get hands-on experience in. And I think even the clubs that you work for, really prepare you for that.
Mhm. Yeah. So, a lot of students, I think this year also might be joining Abbott, and because of this pandemic, the healthcare industry itself has expanded, and we don't know how many more students in Abbott or similar industries might be watching it, who are going to be interning. So, what learnings or skills should students of your domain should focus on exhibiting as well as internalizing and honing while they are interning from PPO perspective?
So, I think one very important thing that I already mentioned is the stakeholder management,
Hmm.
because that forms the core of what you do. And, it's not something that you exactly learn in college. You learn a lot of the theory, but ultimately, those 2 months really help you in understanding how you can go about it. Second thing I think is, of course, every internship that you do is going to be unique in its own way, right? But I think discussing the experience of your peers, your friends, your classmates will also really help you. Firstly, even in your, if you get a PPI, to convert that, and secondly, also from a long-term perspective of when you join a company, right? And apart from that, I think it is very important that when you're doing the internship, you should always keep the end goal in mind, because you will ultimately have to prepare a presentation, or you'll have to prepare a report, right? And many a times what happens is 2 months is a very short time, and many a times what happens, if 1 month goes by and then you start thinking, okay, I have to give a report to my college as well, and you feel that, oh god, I don't know how I'm going to present these. Like, yeah, I have learned a lot of random things, but it needs to come together and be presentable. So at the start itself, it is very important to have that in mind, and whoever your mentor or guide, whoever is your boss at that point, have a very open discussion with that person so that you are constantly moving towards it. Otherwise, you get into a panic situation, and instead of learning something, you just end up, giving a half baked thing. So that's not good.
So I have an analogy for it. From what you said, what I gather from what you said is, it, you need to have a storyteller's perspective about it. Your report is kind of like a story that you tell about your internship, and you should always have that thing in mind. You should always have that in mind, that what or whatever I'm learning or whatever I'm doing right now, how is that going to fit into my story? Would it be right to say that you should always have that in mind?
Yes, and also, like, when you're thinking, it's not just about the story. I mean, you can't just tell a story that, yeah, I
Like,
joined the company,
not the
but yeah,
fictional
at the
part, but yeah.
end of it, yes, I know. But what you're saying is
Mhm.
absolutely right. But also, you need to keep whatever you've learned in the 1 year in mind,
Mhm.
right? And because I think what makes the biggest impact is when you're able to show at the end of your report that I have taken the corporate work, I have
Mhm.
taken what I have learned and put them both together,
Mhm.
right? So if you start thinking in terms of a framework,
Mhm.
okay, it's a lot about how you think.
Mhm.
MBA mostly prepares you on structuring your thought and you know putting it out there in a beautiful manner. So you need to start thinking about that right from the day one of your internship, so that like, for example, let me tell you, like, when I was doing my internship with Abbott, right, it was about KOL segmentation. Now this was a very simple project, but how the objective was, how can I really bring about and take in whatever we have learned in terms of the STP, and then put that into my project. It's something very simple, but still, and at the end of the day, the kind of output that we had, it you feel more confident even in presenting. And once you do your internship well, along with your, because even in once you go back to college, you will have a presentation that is due, and if you're not able to exactly connect it with whatever you've learned, then it kind of loses the whole point. So yes, keep the story in mind, and also ensure that it is in line with what all you have learned. Try to incorporate those as much as possible.
Okay, we usually hear two extreme perspectives about the relationship between what we learn in the first year at college and the internship. The one perspective says, कि, the academic learning that we do in the college is very, very important. If you are lost there, then internship is like 70% dead. 70% it's not going to, you're not going to be able to grasp or understand what you are learning. And the other extreme says that, you don't learn pretty much a lot in college. You just need to remember the keywords and basics. Whatever the real learning has to happen on the internship. You practically start from scratch. You just know the keywords. So,
So,
where would
so
you say, where do you like
no, see,
between the two
honestly,
extremes?
both are true. See, both are true. And obviously, I'm not going to say that you need to be, very thorough with your course. Honestly, that is not how things work. And especially like for me in the pharma industry, it was completely different. But still, like through, I'm not so much during the internship, but I realized this later that, when you come from a MBA college, you are expected to have a certain, way of thinking that is kind of expected of you. And yes, it's not about, see, this is not like an engineering course where you have 10 different formulas or 10 different processes and methods that you need to you know remember, you need to internalize. It's not that. In MBA, what is important is getting an overview of the different concepts, understanding where it comes from, and then how it can be implemented. Nothing gets implemented to the T, no concept, no framework, it is not followed to the T. That is true. But in college, so honestly, there is something one senior had told me that in MBA, in IMT especially, what really will help you is the club work that you do, the extracurricular work that you do. And that is very true, because like I told you, one key aspect of most of the roles which entail is the stakeholder management, right? So that is something you do when you're doing your extracurricular work, when you're organizing various things, right? So uh, you cannot say that it doesn't really matter, you should just know the jargons. You should look at your MBA as an overall experience. Every bit of it matters. Yes, don't stress out if you're not getting a good GPA or something. It matters, of course, because the companies have to, what do you say, figure out a way to do it, because there are so many of us in India, right? They have to figure out a way to shortlist. So it matters from that point of view, but you don't have to stress out too much. You don't have to be the topper to do the best work, right? So definitely enjoy the entire college experience. That is very important, because at the end of it, you don't want to think that, okay, I was just in the library the entire time, right? So just the overall experience is what matters. And it is not the either extreme. It's not that you don't learn anything in college which you use in corporate, or it is not that if you don't really focus on all your courses, that you will be lost in the internship. I think it will be what works for you the best. So don't ever get into a point where you feel guilty that, oh shit, I should have done this. Do what works for you. I think that is what is important.
So essentially, what you would be saying is the importance of the academic curriculum is to teach you how to think, how to put things in perspective and frameworks when you come across them in internship. Would that be
Exactly.
right?
Yes.
Okay. So, your internship, was it an individual solo project, or was it a team project?
So, see, like I said, you have to have a lot of people involved in it. Like, I had to speak with a lot of the sales team. I had to do a lot of field work to, speak with the doctors. For that, I need the sales team. I cannot go independently and do it, right? So, and if I see the, projects of my classmates and my colleagues who are doing the internship from other colleges as well, it was an individual contributor role. It was not so much a teamwork, but it required the entire, division where you're working. You needed a help of each and every person. Like, you needed the help from the brand managers there. You needed the help from the field team there. But at the end of it, you presented your findings. It was not that we as a group are presenting our findings.
Okay. So, when you needed any help, how and from where did you get it during the internship?
So, one of my seniors, Udit, he had done his internship at Abbott, and then he also got a PPO from there, right? So, he was one of my first source of contact for everything. He was also my senior in the student council. So, he speaking with him was when I realized that this whole healthcare industry is probably something that I want to go into. And when I understood the kind of work he did, and that is where I developed the interest. So he was my first point of contact. Apart from that, people in Abbott as such, those who were not directly in the division I was working in, but in the same business unit. So I would really, go to them for help, because a lot of the times my mentor who was there, he was very busy because he was at a director level kind, right? So he was okay, not director level, associate director level. And my guide was a director level. So both of them were really busy. The ones who, were officially supposed to help me out were very busy. So on a day, like, regular thing, if I had any doubt, if I had any, how should I do this? Is this the right way of doing it? I would always go to one of the brand managers, or in fact, we had another, alum from IMT. I think he had joined the company like 2 years back. So I would definitely say that alums helped me out a lot, because my senior, and I mean, I know three people from IMT during my internship who really helped me out. Two of them were working in Abbott and one was about to join Abbott. So yeah, I mean, it helps that, that whole connect with the college helps.
So yeah, connect connect with the college brings us to the next thing. Ki a large part of internship is supposed to be about networking. So, how did you network and how much did you network? And did you plan it all out, or did you just capitalize on whatever opportunities came your way?
Yeah, so one thing is I am very bad at networking. Like, it's still one of my weaknesses.
So you still
I
had,
just don't know how to go
even
about
when you
it.
were bad at it, you knew four people from your college
That
when you
that
went
was
in.
like, my luck. God was great. But yeah, I mean, so I did not plan it out, because at the internship I kind of realized that, okay, maybe I this is some area where, I need to be better at. But in general, I mean, I was like, I tried to get out of my comfort zone and, talk to people, ask them for help. When it is easier to network with alums, it's easier when you have common grounds. It is tougher to do that otherwise, right? So I did not have a plan, but yes, it is very good if you have a plan. I think that is something that would really help. But yeah, just go with the flow.
Yeah. Okay. So, any general advice that you can give to people, about give to our upcoming interns for how to impress people, who all people to impress for getting the PPO aside from your obviously immediate supervisor or guide.
So I think for us, the HR played a key role, because the HR sits in on your end presentation and everything. So if you have I mean, they might not have that much of a say in a yes, but they can definitely stir towards a no. So, if they don't like you, they can, ask questions which can really throw you off and everything. So I think it's important to have a good relation with the HR, the person, who is, I mean, for us, we had an HR who was responsible for the entire interns and then the management trainees. So apart from that, I think it also helps to, uh, have a hi hello and try and showcase the work that you're doing to your boss's boss. I mean, if you ever get the opportunity, obviously you don't want to become like, what do you say, skipping hierarchy and going, but try your best. The coffee times and everything, those are not just breaks. You got to use them. And this is an advice that my boss, my first boss at Abbott, like after I joined as a management trainee, gave me. He was like, try and have lunch with a different person every day. That really helps you build a network and helps you understand the company in general. So I'm actually doing that right now at my present company, which I joined like 2 weeks back. Right, I'm trying to have lunch with a different person every day. Of course, don't forget your team. Try to have lunch with your team as well. That's important. But once in a while, throw in a random person. Just go say a hi and say, "Can I sit with you?" And then try and connect with them. You never know, who is going to, what do you say, vouch for you in the future, right? Because if your boss is having a discussion with another view, whatever, head, and he says that, yeah, I know this person, and yeah, this person was doing some interesting project, right? That really helps. So definitely, I think that comes under the networking bit as well.
Yeah. So, I guess little more on networking. Ki, what about building good relationships with permanent employees at the company? So basically, would you say permanent employees building relationship is more important, or building a network among the other interns is,
Oh, both. Like two of my closest friends currently were people I met during the internship. Like one was from IMT, like we didn't interact that much as such in our first year, but after the internship, like he's one of my best friends now. And another friend of mine, she is from NMIMS, and she moved on to Flipkart, but she also joined Abbott and then moved on to Flipkart, but we are still really good friends. And when I was in my whole job hunt, she was referring me into Flipkart. Like both are very important. And I think, developing that relation with your peers will come naturally. You will not really have to work towards it. What you need to work towards is building relation with the others in the company as well. Like from not just from a PPO point of view, but I think wherever you go for your job next, you will require working you'll require to understand what different people do in their different roles. So um, that helps, definitely helps.
okay. Let's talk about some fun stuff. What did you do for fun during the internship?
Fun. So we had a D-Mart downstairs. So we used to go there, buy stuff, snacks to eat, and that was one thing. And obviously, so I am a foodie, so most of my stories will be around food. So I think the thing that we did for fun was just go out and have a nice chat, or there were a few cafes nearby. After we finish our work, we would go there and just chill out for some time. And apart from that, yeah, once this is okay, it's recorded, but still, we once had a the rolling chair, that kind of a race in office when there was no one. Basically, one of my friend, like Soumya, like the one I was talking about, who's in Flipkart right now. So her boss used to, give her time very late. Like once he's done with the entire day's work, then he used to give her time. So. One day we decided that okay, fine, let's give her company. So the three of us were just waiting and waiting, and then everyone had left office. So then we had some fun around with the chairs, and had a race and everything.
Okay, so you know, if not for PPO, what was your backup plan?
Yeah. So the Abbott PPI bit of it was really delayed. Like our placement process had started, like week zero had, was upon us. The day we had our Abbott interview, we also had Google interview on campus. So it was like we had to choose what we wanted. And before I got to know about Abbott, HCL had already started its process, and I was like, okay, fine, let me just go for it. Like now I don't know what to do. They're not, announcing anything. So I went, I got the interview call, and when I just before my interview, I got to know that I got the PPI. I have to go interview for Abbott, but obviously it was a PPI, so there's no guarantee still. And then in my HCL interview, thankfully, it was my what do you say, engineering college alum who was taking the interview. So we just got to talking, and then he said that I think you should really give this Abbott a try, because I feel that that is where your passion lies. So just go for it. He's like, I won't select you, so just go for that. We will figure out the rest later. We can always come back and see if you have a place here. So yeah, I mean, it was a really what do you say, stressful time.
Yeah. Okay, so now I guess yeah, that's pretty much about it. Just a couple of more questions. Ki, what the internship learnings that you had during your internship? Had you moved to any other domain? Had you not preferred to go for the PPO, or had you not gotten the PPO? Were those skills then transferable to another domain?
Yeah. So mine wasn't very, what do you say, healthcare specific because it was based on segmentation. So the base learning from it, definitely I could have used it anyway. I think I might have mentioned it in a couple of interviews before I got to know about the PPI. Just, yeah, I mean, the common things like I told you, learnings about the whole stakeholder management, building relations and, applying what you've learned into, structuring your thoughts and everything. I think all those are very, what do you say, common to any industry.
Okay. Last question. Ki, what would be your final set of advices to our outgoing interns who would be starting the next month, and not just any general advice, please. Something personal that you draw from your internship experience, as well as your obviously everybody in internship is in some way or another on the PPO quest. So basically, what you draw from your internship experience and the quest for the PPO, something personal that you drew from it. Any advice you could give?
I think we've already covered most of it. So I'm just going to reiterate and say that it is very important to look at it as a holistic, experience and have fun while you're doing it. And one thing that I realized during my entire interview process for my internship and for my final, placement during the PPO is that I think one advantage that I had, which probably helped me get the job, was that I was really passionate about the industry, about the company. That is something that helps because they want to know that they are hiring someone that, who will stay on. They are not just going to invest in training you for a year and then you leave for some other opportunity. Because when it comes to MBA grads, it's a very common practice, right? You don't stay in your first job for very long. So I think it is important to try to find where you actually fit in and, give it your best and also show that to whoever is the person who's interviewing you or mentoring you that you care and, you know, you want to go grow in that field itself.
Okay. So that's, I guess, about it. Thank you, Polumi, so much for this interview. I'm sure our students are going to find this very very helpful. Not just the Abbott students, but also students. I guess more all the students who watch this are going to find this very very helpful. Thank you so much for agreeing to this.
Sure. And it was a pleasure talking to you, Mrinal. And all the best for everyone out there. Do well and make IMT proud.
Yeah. Thank you so much.